World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide. Good day. This is World News in 5. Close to 100 people were reported to be either dead or missing after a Category 5 storm devastated a resort city in Mexico. According to Guerrero State Governor Evelyn Salgado, Hurricane Otis ravaged the city of Acapulco, leaving 45 people confirmed dead and 47 others missing. An American, Englishman, and Canadian national was among the death toll. The hurricane left the city with communication and transportation cut off and countless homes, hotels, and businesses destroyed, with estimates around $15 billion in total damages. Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador has sent close to 17,000 troops in the affected region to provide assistance and maintain peace and order. The Mexican president also urged local authorities to ensure basic needs were provided to its residents.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide. Canada's immigration minister said that the country opened its doors to at least 40,000 Afghan refugees since 2021. Millions of Afghan refugees left their homeland and fled to neighboring countries such as Pakistan, Iran, and Uzbekistan since the Taliban took control over Afghanistan. According to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR, tens of thousands of refugees also fled to Western countries, including Canada. A signatory to the 1951 Convention relating to the status of refugees, Canada has been regularly accepting asylum seekers in order to meet the government's Afghanistan resettlement commitment. In a statement, Minister Mark Miller of the Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship said that the horrors faced in Afghanistan at the hands of the Taliban are ongoing, and the impacts to the rights and freedoms of the Afghan people, specifically women and girls, knows no bounds.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide. From the Philippines Foreign Service Post, Permanent Representative to the United Nations Ambassador Antonio Lagdameo opened the side event entitled Preparation of the 125th Anniversary of the Permanent Court of Arbitration, Reflections on the Timor-Leste, Australia Conciliation, 5 years after the first ever United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, conciliation at the sidelines of the United Nations International Law Week. The side event featured a panel comprised of Mr. Dionisio Barbos Soares, former Foreign Minister of Timor-Leste, Mr. Adam McCarthy, Chief Counsel of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade of Australia, Ms. Daphne Hong, Solicitor General and Director General of the International Affairs Division of the Attorney General's Chambers of Singapore. It was ably moderated by Dr. Hao Dui Fan, the author of the Timor-Leste Australia Conciliation, a victory for UNCLOS and peaceful settlement of disputes. Addressing a room full of diplomats and international law experts, Ambassador Lagdameo thanked the core group of states that supported the General Assembly resolution for the 125th anniversary of the Permanent Court Arbitration, or PCA, Australia, Egypt, Guatemala, Hungary, and Thailand, as well as other co-sponsors Singapore, Timor-Leste, and Vietnam. Ambassador Eduardo Malaya, Philippine Ambassador to the Netherlands and Acting President of the Administrative Council of the PCA, and Secretary General Marcin Siapalak also delivered remarks. The International Law Week is the highlight of the annual session of the 6th Committee of the Primary Forum for the Consideration of Legal Questions in the General Assembly. All United Nations member states are entitled to representation on the 6th Committee as one of the main committees of the General Assembly.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
That concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this is Leo Magpayo. Good day.
World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.